Hello everybody and welcome back to Blade Warband. It's been a little bit of a while since I played this. It's a little bit of a while since I've done any streaming at all, really. We're currently invading Norway. We've managed to take out all their land, although they've managed to retake Rogaland here, so we're definitely going to need to go deal with that. In the meantime, let's try to take down some of these vassals before they cause any problems for us, because they undoubtedly will. Hopefully by taking out Norway we can then maybe go on to deal with Frisia, and then we'll have dealt with all the outlying kingdoms, which I think will be important, so we can focus on the British Isles and also the Isle of Ireland. Because once we can kind of focus on in one place, it will make life a lot simpler for us. Okay, let's do any command options. We've got a rousing speech, wonderful, there's some bonus morale. Sadly, no one is available for a duel, so we're just going to start battle team position. We have significantly more troops than them, so there shouldn't be a huge problem. Realistically, we'll probably need to push them because they're not going to... I doubt they'll come in and charge us, purely because we have a significant numbers advantage, almost double that they do, as well as plenty of backup reinforcements when the time comes. But once we've dealt with Norway, that's another major competitor out. And that should work pretty well in our favour. I would hope anyway. I say this is probably all going to go horribly wrong when we get invaded by 6 different kingdoms at once. We'll have to see. Infantry here, spearmen here, archers and skirmishers on the hill. And any remaining kind of cavalry can go over there. Maybe not in the sky. They've got a hill there, but that's okay. We have the numbers advantage, we shouldn't have too much of an issue. He's doing his trance, so we're going to try to offset that morale boost that he's getting with our morale boost with our horn. I don't know if it actually helps, but it says it does in the inventory, so I keep doing it just in case. Plus it looks cool, plus it works with our kind of backstory as a character. Okay, how are we doing? The infantry and spearmen taking their sweet time as normal. That's always the case, I find. They are at least coming forward. It's because they stay in their shield formation, and it means they just move forward incredibly slowly. But at least our archers can start doing some good work in the meantime. Berserker's getting exhausted, but that's okay. We are going to blow our horn again. Try to give a bit more boost to our troops. I do like the kind of the colour in these guys' outfits, because we always in popular media I always find that they Vikings they all wear like dark clothes and leather, but actually they were a very colourful folk, a very colourful people back in the day, so it's nice to actually have a bit more true representation where everyone's not everyone's wearing back scabbards and crazy inexplicable bits of leather everywhere. Not that I mind that. I like the back scabbards, especially in stuff like The Last Kingdom. I understand when it's a fantasy show, when it's real life, but it's just nice to have some more colour, especially in kind of the lower ranked tiers, where they're more kind of peasants as opposed to professional soldiers in that regard. I just want to see if I can. Oh, that horse might be in some trouble. I just wanted to try press them into attacking, and I think I've sort of done that, at least with this guy here. Oh, okay. Well, I think we're doing okay now. Now that the horses are pushed in, I'm hoping the rest will push in as well. At a cost to our health and our horses' health, we've managed to get them to push forward. I'm actually going to dismount, because I think fighting this on foot will be the better option. Let's go after you, kill that pilgrim. Kill you. Kill everyone we can, really. Take out you. I'm going to let everyone charge now, because we've got the slight hill advantage. Well, sort of. I say that, probably not really. Come here. Get. And there's kind of scrum. Shield wall tactics begin. Let's see if we can get up to the side and do some flanking damage. I'd like to blow my horn again, but it's a little bit dangerous when I can't move. It's much better when I am on my horse, because I can blow my horn whilst not stationary. The enemies arrived, but they've also lost a leader, so I'm not overly worried. Okay, here are the new reinforcements coming in. You look important, as do you. Ow, that hurt. Never mind. 4 damage, but I think we should be more than okay to deal with this nonetheless. We've got plenty of troops, and thankfully we didn't take any major wounds during that either. So it's not a terrible thing to have happened. And some of them look to be mildly routing already. We don't have a full-on rout yet, but we do have a partial rout, which is useful. Keep on pushing forwards, lads. Let's wrap this up. I'm trying to think. Once we take that last Norwegian territory that was retaken from us, is that going to be Norway dealt with? I don't particularly want to actively declare war on Frisia, because they're not at war with me. But it would be nice to deal with the outlying territories before we deal with the main ones on the British Isles itself. But I don't want to have a reputation as a warmonger, really. I'm already at war with so many factions that, you know, one war is not going to do particularly well for us, I don't think. Okay, I think we've won. We defeated the enemy. We gained 3 morale. He escaped, but that's okay. We can at least grab a few prisoners. We'll get the bodyguard and the standard bearer. We can also get rid of some of these peasants because they're not going to be worth a huge amount to us. And we'll pick up the spearmen, the warriors, the champions, and we'll also pick up the horsemen and the hornmen. There we go. We will show the looters as common. We get some battle trophies. Excellent. I think we'll take the rest. And we want to go to Rogaland. We want to ensure that we have overwhelming success against the Norwegians. So we probably want to deal with you, Herse Ethelred. Oxford's been besieged by East Engel. That's not ideal. The problem is Oxford's a long way away. I don't really want to lose it, but I can't really justify going all the way back over just for one castle. Once we've dealt with Norway, we'll head back over to the mainland and try to deal with them there. Because I don't really see what other options we have at the very moment. See if we can catch up with you. You don't really like me very much, understandably. I want you to surrender or die. Ooh, where are the rest of our... I don't know where the rest of our troops are. That's interesting. We're going to start out a holding position. Hopefully we can get them to charge us this time. 16 renown. Herse Ethelred is not to be underestimated. I think he's originally a vassal of the Kingdom of Wessex. And was originally one of our early vassals, I think. But decided he didn't like being part of our kingdom. Okay, we're going to use this hill here. I think that's the best option we have, really. Infantry there, spearmen there. Archers, skirmishers on the hill. I'm guessing maybe because it's night time, the majority of our other lords haven't really caught up yet, which is okay. Okay, spearmen, I need you to come forward a bit. You're being a little bit lax, hanging there at the back. That's okay. Bring the cavalry forward. There we go. I think they're going to charge us, hopefully. If not, I might send my cavalry in. But if I can just deal with one of these guys, that would probably do the job. I'm just wary of being hit for too much. I think they are going to charge into us anyway, it looks like. If I can take out one of these guys and then run away again as soon as possible, like thus, I'm hoping that might prompt them into attacking. Or at least pushing forward a little bit. I'm going to just get my infantry to advance 10 paces, so they kind of have a bit more of a active line alongside our spearman line as well. Excellent. Can you all see me? Can you all hear me? Excellent. It's a very out of place quote from Harry Potter. I just always found that amusing as a child. So I repeated quite a lot as an adult. I've found, okay, you, I don't want to cause any issues. So we'll see if we can deal with you. We also have some throwing weapons, we should probably use them. Do some skirmishing from behind, hopefully. You look like someone important. You might be the Lord, actually. If we can take out you, we might do pretty well for ourselves in terms of morale. There we go, we've taken him out. And we're going to let everyone charge now. This is going to be an interesting fight. Not one that I'm expecting to win as easily as I have done in some other engagements, especially as the troop differentiation is much lower this time in comparison to what it normally is. And this guy is a pretty strong leader and has some strong troops to boot as well. Let's see if we can go to some of these skirmishes. If we can cause a general rout, that might be our best option. Our horse is certainly taking a lot of damage here. How are we doing? Oh, we're taking some losses. Nowhere near as many as them. But this will be a costly engagement. That Irish bodyguard, please get out of the way. Thank you. I'm just aware of our horse dying because horses are so expensive to try and get a new one in this mod. Deal with your horse. Someone else will finish you off, that's okay. I'm wary of pushing up the hill on my own horse because our horse will slow down considerably. But we can do some kind of flank by ourselves. You know, not a huge one by any means, but it's at least something. And usually they're too distracted doing something else that they don't really get involved with us. Okay, deal with you. Come here. Okay, I think we're getting there now. There's only, what, 38 of them left. The majority of those are going to be skirmishers over the hill, I would imagine. Yes, here they are. Skirmishers and the occasional horsemen. Nothing that we can't deal with, I don't think. Deal with you. Deal with you. I just want to deal with these guys before we head into the last remaining Norwegian city, or castle I should say. Because trying to deal with them in a castle is much less fortunate than trying to deal with them just out in the open field. I find that much easier. Especially if we kind of go for a protracted siege, this is by far and away the easiest option. We're going to cut down as many of these guys as we can, purely because they provide a little bit of experience, albeit not much, but any experience is useful at this stage in the game, I find. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch the rest of these guys, so I'll just let them run. We still get a quite good amount of renown and morale, so I'll happily take that. And we can actually take Ethelred prisoner, and I'm going to do so because you annoy me, because you could have been a really good friend to us, but no, you didn't. Incidentally, we can take 661 people in our company. Not that I'm going to, because that'd be incredibly hard to actually kind of look after, but it's interesting that we could take that many people if we so wish to do so. Or if we so wished, I should say. And they're going to pay us straight away for Huithril, Ethelred. Straight away. Wonderful. Kingdom Moon men want to go to war with us. That's fine. I'd actually be quite happy for them to go to war with us, to be perfectly honest with you. Ethelwulf, Ethelreding. That's another Wessex lord. I want to go off to Rogaland. I want to take this land back. Ooh, there's the king there. Harold Halfdanison. That's hard to say. Only 408 inside. That's not terrible. We might even be able to get that straight away. If I speak with the commander, would he surrender? He would. Excellent. We will take those troops. And who do you want to give this land to? I think we probably gave this to someone that liked us beforehand, but we probably need to ensure that we keep doing so. I don't really want to give it to Huithril, but he does need the land, to be honest. Or he needs the morale boost to keep us on to keep him on side with us, I should say. I would just like to maybe buy Cuthred's allegiance, but we can't do that for the time being. Now the problem is the Norwegians are still around somewhere, so we can't really leave Norway until the faction disbands. We will lose Oxford. Hampton has been besieged as well. This is the problem. If we just stay here in Norway, we're going to lose quite a bit of land. Where's that Hampton? Hampton, that's Ham, but that'll probably do the job. So this has been besieged by Wessex. That's one of our most outlying. That's one of our most outlying territories down there by Winchester. That's okay. We can probably take that back at a later stage. But I'd really like to wrap up this Norwegian campaign as soon as possible and get back over to the mainland, where we can do a lot more useful things. There's quite a few people over here apparently. Aha! I want to deal with these Norwegian lords so they will run away and disband. You don't really like me either. I don't think I can convince you to come over to my side, so you're going to die. Any command options we can do? Rousing speech, wonderful. What about a duel? Sadly, no one was willing to duel. That's fine, we can just charge the enemy. See what happens there. Got a nice open field to work with this time. It's probably not actually charging. We'll set up on the hill, and we probably will charge in with our cavalry, but we can at least start off up here. Okay, so infantry here, spearmen here, archers and skirmishers yonder and yonder. Cavalry can just go here, as can horse archers. Blow a horn. And wait for the engagement to start, because it should happen pretty soon. They're not that far away, and some of them look pretty weakly armoured. There's 100 of them, but their skirmisher line is at the front. I might see if I can go take out one or two of them to prompt them into attacking a little bit sooner. I'm aware they've all got lots of throwing weapons, so we need to be a little bit careful. Thankfully our horse can also do some good damage. Hopefully this prompts them into charging. See if we can do a little bit more flanking just while they're trying to get themselves organised. Definitely deal with you, whoever you are. Excellent. Hopefully now they charge in. We've killed quite a few of them. We've killed 12 of them. Okay, they are now well, they're sort of charging in. They're being a little bit hesitant, but that's okay. Use our throwing weapons, hopefully effectively, probably not. Some of them are already starting to rout. Let's blow a horn again, see if we can cause a bigger rout. Yeah, some people are already running. Let's go while their line is weak and disjointed. Charge now, gentlemen, charge now. Let's go after you, good sir. No, we missed. Let's try to pick up some of these stragglers who are now coming back to join the fight again. Some new enemies to join the fight, that's okay. I don't think it's going to be too terribly dangerous. And we can kind of meet them as they arrive. There's only 155 of them, so this isn't a hugely difficult engagement given our numbers. I'd like to deal with the bannermen if possible, because bannermen equals morale, and dealing with any morale based units is always useful. We'll blow a horn again, see if we can cause more of a general rout. Deal with you. Wonderful, they've lost their lead, that's also going to deflate their morale considerably, and here we go, the mass routing has started. Sadly, I'm not using my archer build. But I always told myself that when I started this mod I wouldn't use an archer build. Because I do it in pretty much every mod. I do it in a lot of games. I do it in stuff like Skyrim, you know, sneaky stealth archer. I know it's kind of the one which everyone plays, but I've always found it quite enjoyable, to be honest. Oh, that was a good decapitation. It's occurred to me we haven't upgraded our armour or weapons in quite a while, but I don't know if we really particularly need to be honest. Okay, there we go, that's another win for us, and hopefully we can keep on going after the Norwegians. The person I really want to find is the king, and we did see him a little while ago. I'm just not entirely sure where he is now, but if we can deal with him, knock him out, that will probably do. Either will force him to sue for peace, or the faction will be destroyed. In theory. Whether that actually happens in practice, well, that's another question. So if I go to notes, factions, Norway, it doesn't occupy anyway, but they still have quite a few vassals. Tonsberg East is being raided, that's bound to be a Norwegian. And Herse Enfith is going after the other one. Norway and Lathland have entered into alliance, presumably because they don't really like me very much. Norway has declared war against Northumbria, that's okay. Is the king here? No, that's the king of the Ulaid. I don't actually really care about you, you can leave. I don't particularly care about Tonsberg East, that's not a problem. You're dealing with Herse Enfith, that's not a problem. I don't really need to go after you. Let's just head back to Tonsberg and sell some of our stuff quickly. You summon two men to decide a local dispute between them. One is the local leader, while the other is a farmer who rents the land of the leader. They say their harvest was poor and cannot pay the rent, so the leader took the farmer's daughter to his own bed and a servant in his house. The local leader is an influential figure within Tonsberg. We can punish the farmer, he must pay rent to his lord. We can punish the local leader, he has no right to take the farmer's daughter. We can kill the noble and force the farmer to join your army for not paying his taxes. Compensate the noble yourself for the tribute and send the girl back. Compensate the farmer by paying Wergo for the daughter who was raped. I know he's an influential figure within Tonsberg, but I'm going to compensate the farmer because I think it's the right thing to do. Farmers in Tonsberg are reassured when you pay, or the local leader is not happy that the farmer was not punished. Well, shucks. Oh, there's a competition here. We might well enter that. We'll redeem our battle trophies. Got plenty of them. It's a good amount of money. We can also sell these bits of armour and weapons and so forth. And the shields as well. We'll pick up some more smoked fish and veg and bread. Do we want to enter the competition? We've got plenty of money. I don't know if it's entirely necessary now at this stage of the game. There's a traveller. I'll take those spearmen though. I'll hire them because those are usually decent lads and they're not too expensive. I'll also take 20 Norse freeholders. Wonderful. I'm also just wondering if there's any other interesting ships for sale with a lot of men or capacity to carry men, but sadly not. We're bound. Okay, we're due to lose two. We're due to lose 2 bits of land over in the mainland. Hopefully, we'll be able to deal with that. If we lost Oxford, we will lose Hamtoon. Not ideal. It's Huithril. Oh, hello, Huithril. I actually need to pay you some money. Because you actually like me. So much, or you don't like me enough. So I'm going to give you a bunch of money to make you one of my most fervent supporters, especially as you are a very powerful man. I do not want to lose your land. I do not want to lose your kind of land to somewhere else. I think he is actually going to join us now that he likes us. Wonderful. No, he's not going to. He's going to head to Dunderverty. That's okay. It's not a problem. Oh no, he is actually now accompanying us. Wonderful. Northumbria can go to war with us easier. We've lost Hamtoon to Wessex. not ideal, but was to be expected. Any issues at all? Will we take Baden? Will we take Hamtun? Will we take some other bits of land as well? My concern is if I leave Norway unprotected, it's just going to get taken back. Significant group of enemies near Edinburgh. It's not great. We may have to return home at this rate and just leave Norway to kind of operate by itself for the time being. Oh, hello there, sir. You're travelling to Tunsberg. I don't particularly know why. You're not really the people I want to be going after. Is Cuthred still with us? He's got a big party, but there's nothing I really think that we need to fear in there, to be honest with you. Okay, we've got a much bigger Irish party here with us now. We can now go and take these guys out, I would hope. Okay, we are going to... Well, I've got to make peace with your kingdom, but sadly not. 1,000 troops versus their 350. Any command options we can do? Rousing speech. Normal speech, that's good. Well, it's at least progress. And we're going to start battle holding position. Are we fighting into... Oh, we are fighting the village. That's not ideal. It's not actually what I would have preferred, to be honest with you. Okay, let's try set up on this hill over here. It's a small hill, but it might give us something to work with. This is going to be an absolute slaughter. So they're going to be cleaning up the bodies in here for quite some time, that's for sure. Okay, infantry here, spearmen here, archers and skirmishers up top, please. I don't think we're going to have any trouble, but I think it's good to be prepared in the eventuality that we indeed are. Okay, they're crossing over the water. They're trying to catch out those guys over there. That's okay. Let's make sure the spearmen are a little bit closer to where we need them to be. They're kind of going a little bit off track, although that might have been my misdirection. And here they go. They're coming in. See if we can save this chap here. Probably not, but we can at least buy him some time. But by setting up and being more organised than these chaps, we should actually do well. Because they'll just be charging in kind of in a one continuous throng. Ow, that hurt. My cloaked Norse Hersings was down. You bastard. I like my cloak. I'm annoyed that my... Could you please stop? I just wanted to get to relative safety. Okay, everyone charge just so I don't damage my cloak anymore. And yes, that's incredibly petty, but so be it. But also we can probably do some better work if we're charging in at this point. We're going to have to get that cloak sorted. We might be able to do that in Edoras, actually. There's a smith there who might be able to do that for us. I'm not entirely sure, but we can see. I suppose we do have a massive javelin sticking out the back of it, so it does make sense to at least some extent. Okay, the next round of opposition is coming in. We're doing pretty well here. We've only lost 5 troops. Although our personal health is not doing all too excellent, but that's okay. Fish. Smoked fish. Looks like salmon. Delicious. Okay, let's see if we can do some more weapons, throwing weapons damage. We're kind of doing some, but probably not enough to really justify using them that much. We'll blow a horn. and keep pushing forward. Charge, gentlemen. We will fight them on the beaches. We will fight on the landing grounds. I can't remember the rest of Churchill's speech, but it is a good one. Hey, Warband, good to see you. Been a long time, buddy. How are you doing? Deal with you. Oh, there's quite a few chaps coming in. I'm on very low health. I'd really rather not lose the renown if entirely possible, to be honest with you. Ooh, headshot, I'll take that. Wow, we are bloody as all anything. Good grief. I'm doing good, thank you. It's my first time streaming in a little while. I'm desperately trying to conclude this campaign fairly soon. Hopefully within the next 5-10 streams I'll be able to do so. At this point I hold the majority of the British mainland. I hold Denmark, I hold Norway. I'm missing Frisia, Ireland and southwest of England. And a little bit of Wales as well. I think Wales I've still got to do. But it's nice to be streaming some Warband again, that's for sure. Well done, gentlemen. Fine job. Okay, we've got to go again. That's fine. We'll just charge him. There's only 69 of them. It's not going to be a huge issue. I don't think we need to really set up tactics this time. But I probably shouldn't be the very first person in. That might be a bad idea. We'll do some throwing weapon damage, see, or at least attempt to do some throwing weapon damage. I'm blowing terrible with these. Oh, this might have been a mistake, actually. Gents, where are you? I feel like Jon Snow when he's facing down Ramsay's army by himself. There we go. There's some friends. Ish. Back on the horse, lad. Back on the horse. Let's buy myself some time. At least it's nice and quick. Go after you. The nice thing is when you're going this quick, if the blade manages to connect at a decent speed, you're almost certainly going to kill them because of the speed damage bonus. Bum bum bum. Warband, I was trying to work out what mod I should play next once I've done with this one. And probably will be Pendor, but I was also thinking about either Nova Aetus, Third Age, or 1257. I wondered if you had any opinions on the matter, because I know you are a big Warband player as well, like me. Okay, let's get down on off our horse and get in the skirmish hit. This series should hopefully conclude fairly soon, purely because I'm kind of getting to the point in the mod where I'm starting to snowball now, and I was wondering what mod I should do next. I have a few in mind. Pendor is obviously one of the main ones. Third Age is one I was thinking about as well. Nova Aetus and 1257. I was trying to work out which one I should stream and record next. And, you know, you are also a big Warband player. Can never do Third Age or Game of Thrones mod. You love Pendor. I know you love Pendor. I was playing Pendor when you first turned up on my streams. But that, weirdly, that Pendor, I couldn't save that run. I was the Empire was just so strong. They had a mercenary band of about 5,000 troops. I just couldn't deal with it at all. You know, even with the help of kind of the Noldor support. Okay, where is the Norwegian king? We need to really deal with him. I suppose we need to deal with that Ulade as well. I'd really rather deal with the Norwegians than anyone else, to be honest with you. I lost a good run a few months ago to a Dutch army that had a mercenary of 3,700 troops. Yeah, it really decimates you. It's really tough. A searing flash crosses the night sky. There is much talk of omens the next day. The people of Tunsberg openly agree that some act of sacrifice must be committed, or some divine wrath will be before the kingdom. The practice of the Wickerman suddenly gains impetus as it is near harvest time. They find an angelic girl and treat her as a living goddess. Suddenly you realise that the whole place follows traditions supposedly lost for centuries. Allow the sacrifice of the girl, forbid the sacrifice to take the girl into your party for safety, or this is no affair of yours. Let's take the girl, although Tunsberg doesn't really like us. People superstitious are angry with you, sometime later you find out that another girl was sacrificed. Oops. Probably should have done that. And we get ourselves a refugee. They took out Maltese or something and she had so many prisoners, even the Noldor ran away. If the Noldor run away, you know it's going pretty badly. If, you know, because the Noldor are so strong, but if even they're struggling, then I don't know what to do. Okay, if we cannot find the Norwegians soon, we're just going to have to go head back to the mainland, because we can't afford to wait around here forever. Where is the remaining... Where's the Norwegian king? Okay, I think we're going to... Okay, Legend's claim war against Denmark, as is Connacht. The Great Heathen Army. Okay, we're going to embark. We'll need to take Hordaland at a later stage, that's not a problem. Ugh, so many bits of land which sort of in Rumain hands. Oh, a lot more was in Rumain hands than I remember. Was Middlesbrough? I don't feel like Middlesbrough was always an enemy place. I wonder if that's from a defection or not. Middlesbrough. I think we need to head back over to the mainland and start reclaiming some of our lost bits of land in the British Isles. So, oh, we could go for a nice ship battle. That might be fun. But actually, we need some more troops with us. That's okay. Who are we actually at war with? Because we're at war with a bunch of people, aren't we? We hold so many places, it's hard to kind of keep track of everything now. We're at war with Norway, Lathland, Wessex, East Anglia, Glussing, Ulaid, Connacht and Mead. Goodness me. Okay, we're heading to Scotland, because that's where our court is. I'll see if I can make peace with Norway. In an effort purely just to... be at war with less people. Okay, 5 lords will disembark with us, excellent. Head over to Dunbreton, our capital. First of all, see if there's any recruits. We always need more recruits. As good. I want to show love to my spouse. A romantic meal and what follows after. Get some delicious horse meat. Wonderful. Brunhild. Tons by East can go to someone, as can Tons by West. We'll give Kettleson some more land. We don't need these smaller villages for ourselves for the time being. Oh, actually I want to send an emissary to Norway. Then we can enter a truce. We'll send Solveig, I think, because she's also a Norwegian. And now we need to head down and try to take back some of our land that we have lost. We're not actually at war with Denmark for the time being, I don't think. No, we're not. Interesting. They're taking quite a bit of land. I like to deal with the Rumain because they're getting annoying and big. For the time being, though, let's go retake Oxford and then head down and deal with Wessex, hopefully. A couple of Rumain lords are defecting, which is good. I really hope we don't lose any land in Norway, because otherwise we'll have to retake it. That's going to be frustrating to deal with, in all honesty. Okay, on to Oxford. We'll stop by Edoras because I want to see if I can. I want to see if I can repair my armor. Wemba, Scout. No, I think it's the other one. I need to go to the Mead Hall. Gula, Cassius. Is it you? No. Where's my smith? I might need to actually walk around the refuge itself, to be honest. It's got a nice fast horse to transport us around. Okay. Harold. Here are my smiths. These are the ones I want to talk to. In gallery. I want to refine one of my armor parts. The cloaked Norse is battered. Agreed. It's refined. I want to make it even better. We may as well just make it even stronger. What about the boots? Yes, we can make that sturdy, because this is just more armor protection for us. Keep on refining our equipment. And can you refine our helmet anymore? Yes, you can. We have plenty of money to spare. Anything else we want? Big spends. I've got a lot of money. I've got about 120,000 at the moment, and I'm not losing any really any week at all. I make about 30,000 a week at the moment. City mail from Francia. Hersey helmet. I could do a surprise me option for fun. Elite Norse helm with leather. Let's hope that's worth 19,000. It's definitely not going to be, but let's have a look anyway. Inventory. Wow, that was that was terrible compared to our current one. That's already at elite, so we can't really do much more to that. That's fine. We'll give it to one of our companions, but at least we managed to upgrade our gear, which is useful. We also don't have any gloves. Have we not had any gloves for this entire campaign, or am I just being stupid? Trade with the locals. No, I want to go to armourer. Do you have any gloves, sir? You do. Excellent. Wonderful. Right, let's keep heading down towards Oxford. We need to retake some land that we've lost while we're over on the Norwegian campaign. Forwards, gentlemen. So yeah, we're earning 38,000 a week, so I'm more than happy to do some big spends, to be honest with you. Oh, hello, Mr. Kettleson. Can you come with me? Actually, no, don't worry. I'm not going to spend my time chasing him. He's probably not going to be of that much use anyway. You are a Cornish lad, so I don't need to go after you for the time being. Always love seeing so much green. It's nice, because often in Pendor it's not always the case. I don't actually know quite why I'm doing so well in terms of money this campaign, but I'm not going to say no. I mean, I do own a lot of land either myself or via someone else. So it's not the end of the... that might have an effect as well. Norway will not conclude a peace. That's unfortunate. Not because I'm scared of them, but purely because I don't want to have to deal with more issues. Hello, Oxford. Time for you to die. Let's just wait for the rest of our lads to come, especially the Irish lads with 500 troops, and I require your surrender. You can leave the fort, but I want all your prisoners. Wonderful. I wish there was a recruit all button in this mod, which there isn't, to my knowledge. And this is why my party ends up being so messy. Bum, bum, bum. Grab you, grab all of you. Who do we need to give this to? We could probably grab a few more lords, to be honest. We'll give it to Cedric the Young, just to ensure that he stays loyal. Wonderful. Siren Sister is Cornish. Is that the last? Hang on. If we go to East Angle, so they only hold this place here. So if I could take out that place, that would knock out East Angle for the time being. Of course, they could come back. So I have to see. But if I can take out East Angle for the time being, I'd certainly appreciate it. One less faction to deal with, but it's going to be a tough engagement. Actually, not as bad as I thought. We're going to start here. We will probably not be able to get them to surrender, so we're going to have to start doing some actual sieging. We're going to build sanitation, we're going to pillage farms, and we're going to build checkpoints and send cement to infiltrate the place as well. I want to poison the town's water. No, I want to kill the town's livestock, or I could do the food. No, we'll do the livestock, and we will build mandolets, although I don't really want to be sieging this, in all honesty. You'll sell me, or I can sell you a lord for some money. That's okay. Ooh, 12 more days. Would you surrender now? Yes, you can. Wonderful. Excellent. That was nice and easy. That's why I quite like Viking Conquest, because if there's no chance of them winning, they do just surrender. Although it does come with the morale loss for your party, so you'd have to be a little bit careful of that in the right circumstances. But that's East Angle dealt with for the time being. I'm sure I'll have some more issues going forward, but for the time being, at least, it's, you know, progress. We will take pretty much every single soldier, because, you know, it saves us actually having to recruit these guys for ourselves. I really do wish that there's a simpler way to hire everyone, but that's okay. Grab all of you. And actually, now that we're back above 300 troops, that should allow our caravan to be up and running again, which would be excellent. Let's make sure everyone is upgraded. I'm sure there's a lot of upgrades to do across the party, especially as there's so many different types of soldiers. But hey, we're trying to be a multinational party. Now, this is an actual town. We need to give this to someone who's actually going to look after it for us. Man, Ekwald is not pleased with us at all. We are going to defer until I've taken counsel of my subjects there. I'm also going to trade with the locals, redeem our battle trophies, go to the goods merchant. We can get a little bit more food, especially veg, fruit, etc. Dried meat as well. We'll also pick up any wheat and grain that we can find. Head to the tavern or the meat hall. There's a ransom broker here. Excellent. And some Finn archers I don't think we need for the time being. That's East Angle now dealt with. That's a little bit out the way, admittedly. I don't actually really want to hold this place myself. I don't think it's worth the hassle, to be honest. And I think some will try to take it back off us, i.e. you. You have a lot of troops. I'd like to deal with you before you become a significant problem. 852 versus 373. Rousing speech. Excellent speech, wonderful. And can we do a duel of honour? Sadly not. No one wants to duel with us today. We'll push to this hill here. and then we'll work from there. There they are in the distance. We'll set up infantry here, spearmen here, archers and skirmishers on the hill as always, cavalry and horse archers over there. While everyone's getting set up, I'm just going to grab a quick drink. Always important to keep yourself refreshed on the campaign, on the field. Otherwise you cannot be an effective fighting force. Alright, let's grab our horse archers and just get them to follow me if we actually have any. Well, I think we have a few. I'd quite like them to cause the other guys to push in, to be honest. He's starting his shield taunt, so we'll use our horn, hopefully effectively. Rewards so many people. I really just want them to charge in. Ow. That was a big punt to our horse. And this might have been a mistake. This could have been a real mistake, actually. Oh, we can go after some of these lightly armoured priests. That'll do the job. There we go. There's the kill. That should hopefully prompt them into charging. By killing these priests, hopefully that's going to anger them into pushing forward. At least to some extent it might do. And it hopefully might wreck their morale. Probably not that much, but you know, worth a try, eh? Go after you. I've had a bit of a bad slaughtering these priests because they're obviously not particularly well armoured. Okay, they are now pushing forward, which is excellent. Infantry and spearmen just move forward slightly. There we go. Hello, Pistachio. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for dropping by. How are you today? Okay. We should probably get our cavalry out of the way before before they charge into the enemy spearmen. That would be a bad idea, I think. Oh, that was a cool, like, skid over the top of those soldiers. Infantry can go forward and join the front line. Clash of the Shield Walls will start now. Go, go, go. No, don't hold the position. Charge, thank you. Cavalry, get out of there, because you're going to die. Okay, let's try carve off some heads on the side. Got you. Bum 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 bum. Wonderful. We lost a leader. That'll be one of our couple of our lords. That's not ideal. Let's see if we can hopefully deal with that. How are we doing in terms of losses? This is definitely a closer fight than some of the other ones we've done. They lost the leader as well. Excellent. I think they only have one or maybe two. And I can see some more enemies coming in, but hopefully we can deal with the majority of these enemies before the new ones arrive, so we kind of have a stable kind of situation by the time those new troops arrive. Ow, that horse took a lot of damage. I want to save that horse if I can, because horses are expensive in this mod. Cease and desist, good sir. Cease and desist. Cease and desist, sir. Let's use our throwing weapons. Make sure we don't get throwing weaponed ourselves in the process. It would hardly be ideal. I always kind of forget the a shield basher's a thing. I call the horses pebbles because then the other series I'm doing, Kingdom Come Deliverance, there's the horse there is called Pebbles, so I kind of use that as kind of the general horse name for most of my games. Unless the horse has a defined name, like in The Witcher 3 or something. Plus, I just think Pebbles is quite a nice name. Hopefully, Pebbles will survive. Okay, deal with you. I'd like to deal with these bannermen because they're providing morale benefits. Blow a horn. How are we doing? We're doing okay. We are taking some losses. These guys are tough. These East Anglians, you know. If I can pick up someone else's horse, I might do so. Ooh, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Everyone pull back. Let's try get to our reinforcements. Because that's a strong force I don't think we can really take on until we have a few more friends with us. Let's try reset up, as King Theoden says, reform the line. Okay, reform the line there, and let's hopefully work from there. Blow a horn again, get some morale bonuses. If this lad would not charge into me, that would be excellent. Okay. I want to get that horse. No, come back here. Ow. Oh, that's the enemy line. Okay, just charge, just charge, just charge. Because I think actually our skirmishers at the front line, and they really shouldn't be. You commit. This is an almighty scrum, goodness me. I love this game, it's just so like, I find it so immersive. Oh, there's a horse. A pretty damaged horse, which is not great because if the horse dies then I'll take some full damage. That's okay, we can probably do probably more use on this horse than we can on foot. There we go after you. This is not Pebbles, this will just be, I don't know, we'll call this horse Steve or something. Let's blow a horn because this is still by no means a 79 dead, goodness me. Hopefully not all our troops, but maybe some allied troops as well. So hopefully we don't bear the brunt of the damage. Okay. Do I have any castles? I have quite a few. I own all of Norway. I own all of Denmark, apart from one place in Norway. I own quite a bit of Scotland and the north of England, as well as the southeast of England. So I'm kind of in the later stages of my own kingdom. I'm now just at war with 8 other factions, trying to slowly push my way through the rest of the British Isles, and eventually I'll finish off with Ireland and Frisia. I'll show you the world map in just one second here. We will just allow them to attack like that. You are not a friendly person, so we'll take you prisoner and capture all your prisoners as well, because they'll sell for a pretty profit at the local slave trader. Excellent. We'll show the loot as is common, and we'll take all those very wonderful battle trophies because they'll sell for a pretty penny, and we'll take those bits of gear as well. So anything in the black is something that my faction owns, the faction that I started. So I own a lot of East Anglia here, own some bits up in North England, Scotland. Problem is, people defect a lot. People change allegiance a lot, and they take their land with them. So I'm kind of having to go back and retake a lot of the land But anything in black is something I own, and I am the both the marshal and also the kind of king of this faction, Kingdom of Britain. Right, where are we going? We were going to Oxford, weren't we? No, we've retaken Oxford. We are going to Hampton, down in... Actually, we can probably go via Baden, because that's also a Wessex territory which we can deal with. Attracted by the growth of your army, some priests and women have joined you lately. Now even some merchants seek permission to follow you. Although that will give you easy access to many services that will improve the morale of your men, they will slow your army. They are indeed welcome, because morale is quite often an issue. It's useful to be able to have them there. Okay, you are Mumei. I don't think I'm actually at war with you, even though I would really like to be honest with you. Baden has not got many people here. We can pretty much take this back straight away. Wonderful, we'll take those prisoners. Obviously, Baden is not particularly thrilled with us, as is Wessex, but you know, what can you do? And we need to give this to someone who needs some morale boost, as it were. So we'll give it to one of the Kettlesons, that's fine. We'll probably actually go take out Eskenham and Eskencester as well, purely to get Wessex out of the game for the time being. I'm sure they'll return, but I'm just trying to knock out some of the more minor factions at the moment. That's a large army, but I think it's a Welsh... Actually, the Welsh army is pretty tough. It's the Irish army which are the easiest ones. Hello there, Etheling... Oh my goodness, that's hard to say. Etheling, Alfred, Ethelwulfing. Goodness me. Okay, we're going to besiege Hampton. They will presumably surrender straight away. There's only like 60 people inside. Who can give this to? We'll give this to this guy because he doesn't actually have any land apart from one village. Wonderful. I don't really want to take him on, to be honest. He's a pretty tough commander, all things considered. Probably the best thing to do is go try and take Eskencester while he is not in it. That's the best thing we can do, because then that leaves... I think that leaves Wessex with no territory. Yeah, that means that Wessex would have no territory whatsoever. You are willing to pay me a lot of money for that Ealdorman, so I'm more than happy to accept that. Lathland and Northumbria have made a peace. Unideal, but that's fine, we'll manage. Eskencester has only got 367 people inside. If we can deal with these people, that'd be good. Oh, for goodness sake. Another rebellion. People of the defeated Kingdom of Alclut have taken up their weapons. Taking a fee from the Kingdom of Britain. Kingdom of Alclut has been restored. Long live the King. Where have they taken that back? So they're taking Renlisham here. That's fine, we can take Renlisham back. Have they taken any other bits of land? Oh, have they taken some bits in Denmark? That's going to be annoying to go take back. Or in Norway. Oh, they have, haven't they? Okay, they've taken a bit of Danish land. We'll have to go and deal with them. But it's probably not what we want to be focusing on for the time being. We will keep pushing into Wessex. Try and knock them out, then we'll go back and deal with the Outclut afterwards. Can we get you to surrender? Yes, we can. Excellent. Fortuna Village. We'll give this to Corlin. Wonderful. And that is now Wessex dealt with. They do still have a very powerful lord, so we might need to go deal with him. Let's go try to take that place that the Alclut took back. And hopefully Wessex might disappear again. Still earning 36,000 at the moment, wonderful. And Morgan just decided to become a adventurer near Bosfena, one-day Bodmin. Don Chad. Oh, really, Don Chad? You were one of my companions, man. Why would you leave? That's sad. He's one of my actual companions. He was one of the first people I made a lord. Come on, Don Chad. You're better than that. I can't even find where you are now in this endlessly long list. That's okay. But it's a little bit sad because, you know, I trusted him. I gave him land for a purpose. Also, Cornwall is very strong, by the way I saw. They might even be the... what I consider to be the endgame boss. Treff West has been besieged. Not a problem. Not perfect, but it's not a problem. We'll stop off with Winchester on the way past. Bunch of people near Dunaverty, that's okay. Trade with the locals. We've got a bunch of these battle trophies to redeem. Let's do that. It's a lot of money. And we might be out on campaign for quite a while, so pick up more fruit, more veg, leaving the bread and leaving the sausages and meat because they will go off. Fin archers, I don't think we need. Right, Rendlesham, let's go take that back off the outlet. You're a trader, one of ours, that's okay. Oh, hello there, sir. Lots of... oh, there's the big Wessex lad. Do I deal with him or do I leave him to it? Can we... I don't think... well, we can actually catch up to him. Let's wait till Bodo joins us. Oh no, that's not even the same one. he just defected. I see. Yeah, he just defected over. That makes sense. Okay, let's go to Rendlesham. I was like, surely there's not another guy that big, but that's okay. Let's go to Rendlesham. I can't imagine it's going to take that much issue to retake it. How's my controversy doing as a character? Oh, 81. We might need to appoint a marshal in a little while to just manage the marshalship in the meantime. Because we don't have a huge amount of people following us. Rendersburg we can take, I think. Are we not on a war with Outlet? I thought we were. Apparently we can't go into Rendersburg. Never mind. What can we do in the meantime? Are we at war with Lathland? I think we are. Yes, we are. Right, let's go deal with them up here then. Dinbich, we can go deal with. I'm just trying to knock out some of these lads, so that, or some of these smaller factions, so we don't have so many issues going forwards. Was Chippenham always been made? I don't think it was. That's okay. Let's go deal with Lathland over here. I don't particularly mind about the traders, that's not a problem. It's probably not really what I'm here for. I really think Cornwall's going to be the end game because they are a tough cookie. Okay, over to Dinbich. How many troops inside? That is not nothing. 377. It's also the King and Jarl Olaf Gudludsson, who I believe is my father-in-law. Are you to surrender? I can't. We're actually going to have to siege this one out. So let's build checkpoints, pillage farms, infiltrate the place. We're going to burn the fort's food, build sanitation, and we will build mandates as well. And wait till tomorrow. Oh, look at that, 200,000 in terms of wealth. This is going excellently. Where did the rest of our lords just go? Interesting. I kind of feel like the rest of the lords have just abandoned us. Don't know where they've gone though. That's not excellent at all. Wait until tomorrow. Your guards discovered several men trying to sneak out. We're gonna have to kill them. Where are the rest of our lords? I think I'm gonna have to abandon that siege. Not that I wanted to, but I don't know where all our lords have gone, and we're gonna need them. I think because we're too much of a controversial character for the time being. So we will appoint a marshal, and we will act as an independent force. I think that's really the best option we have for the time being. So we'll head back upwards towards Dunbreton, our capital. Man, the Moonmain is scary and Cornwall is scary. Let's hope we can manage against them. Okay, onwards. Oh, hands of fire on here. Is this something we need to get involved in? Very possibly. Just ensure they don't lose. Oh my goodness, this is a big hill. Let's see if we can get to the top of it. But yeah, I don't want the trader to lose his income, but also I don't want the lord who is here to lose his men. It's important that he keeps an active force going, I would say. So infantry here please, spearmen over there, archers and skirmishers on this lovely big hill which has been left for us, and cavalry and horse archers just down there please. Okay. I don't know if they're going to charge in or not, so I'm going to let my cavalry charge in an effort to get them to push forward. I don't know if it'll be successful, but we can try. Let's move the infantry forward slightly. We have a lot of spearmen, that's for sure. So we'll get them to stand closer, I think. Horse archers will let them charge as well. The loss of a few will be more successful in the long run, I would say. Because it might prompt them to attack, and that is important. It's getting a little bit tough now because we have so many. We have such a large area to cover that actually trying to keep hold of it from all the lords who are defecting is actually quite troublesome. To always go back and keep doing these things. So I'm wondering if we can get an aggressive lord to kind of be our marshal. And then we can go back and deal with these like smaller bits of land, and maybe we can get. Hopefully, the marshal can actually do some good work and actually take out some land for us. It may not be a good idea, but also we are a very controversial character at the moment, so not many people will follow us into actual. And not many people will follow us at the moment because we are just too much of a suspicious and, you know, not well-meaning chap in their eyes. So we need to bear that in mind kind of when we're trying to plan the next stages of our offensive to become Brytenwalda. after you. Blow a horn. We'll let them charge into us for a little bit. So I think that will do well. We've got the height advantage, there's no reason I can really see to squander that, to be honest, although they may not push in as much as I might like them to, so we might have to go kill some of them to ensure that they do push in. Ow, that might have been a bad idea. Okay, everyone charge please. Everyone charge. This might have been a real mistake. That was a real mistake. Just keep on walking backwards. Although our shield is taking a battering as well. Duck and weave, duck and weave. Let's go back to the relative safety of our army. There we go, took out someone there, excellent. Pick up those javelins. Javelins are always useful. That was a little bit touch and go there, that's for sure. Let's try keep on using our throwing weapons to no real effect, but that's okay. We'll blow a horn. Keep that morale boost going. How are we doing in terms of ratios? We've got a lot more wounds than they do, but in terms of dead, we're doing a lot better. So I take that as a success, I would say. Charge. Okay, let's see if we can go after these skirmishers over here. Kind of try and break up their little flanking maneuver that they've got going on. Sadly, because they're lightly armoured, they can walk backwards and fire and still be further away from me, which is ridiculous. But I do understand, because, you know, my armour is heavy. Understandably. I'm going to be a little bit slow. I'm also going to be a little bit wary of my shield. Because I just lost it. Let's see if we can pick up another. Hopefully we can pick up a shield from someone somewhere. There might be one back here for us. There's probably one here. Thank you, sir. Even though it didn't serve you in life, it can serve me in life, hopefully. Okay, keep pushing forward. We're doing pretty okay. There's only, what, 54 of them left, and they're all just going to be this line of skirmishers here. We'll blow our horn. Hopefully we're not going to get knocked out in the process. We may well be, but let's hope we're not going to be. Everyone keep charging. Keep up the momentum. That's the best thing we can do, really. But I'm going to keep the shield up, because otherwise I'm going to die, I think. Charge. Deal with you. Deal with you. Deal with you. Ow. Hopefully not die to blood loss either. So it's a very humiliating way to get knocked unconscious is from a slow blood loss from a wound. Lots of shirtless men, that's for sure. So you, go after you. Is that all of them? Yes it is, wonderful. Certainly took a few losses, but nothing that we can't handle. And we can take you prisoner, and we will do so. And we're going to start trying to compete some of the prisoners that we pick up inside towers We will still take the money for them, but we can just keep them inside the towers and hopefully they can prove less troublesome, ideally. Okay, where are we going? Oh yeah, so we're going up to Dunbreton, weren't we? Heading up to Dunbreton to replace ourselves as Marshal. Marshal? Marshal. Sure, I'll say that back. Denmark and Romania have made peace. That's terrifying, because those two are strong factions. Okay, well, Ketil Bjornsson is doing something over there. That's fine, I don't think we really need to get involved. I'm sure he's more than capable of looking after himself. He's a big boy. He can manage. Ransom broker, sold all my prisoners, thank you. I'll take the spearmen. Spearmen are pretty decent soldiers. Got a bunch of people to upgrade. It's kind of hard to remember which because I don't know all these trees anywhere near as well as I know some of them. So trying to work out which one needs to go where is not always a simple matter. Go for the Hornman, Horse Veteran, Veterans. This is a terribly built army. They're all in the wrong area, the wrong direction. I have to try to organise this off camera, but the problem is it just gets so messy so quickly with this many troops. There we go. Okay, go to the Lord's Hall. Do you actually like me? No, you don't. Bagsec. Good name. But no. Brytenwalda, you don't like me really at all. I don't know why you're all coming over here, to be honest. Cedric the Elder, you used to be part of my... No, go away. I gave you land and then you left straight away. So no. I'll take on one new lord who actually kind of likes me, and none of them do. I know this is suspicious, but still. I want to actually get someone on side who is already, you know, in a somewhat positive mind frame about me. No, sorry sir. Oswald doesn't like me. Harold doesn't like me. Does anyone like me in this place? Clearly not. Sigbert, I thought might like me, but no. Wow, no one likes me. You know what? I'll accept you. That's fine. Here, have some land. Or have some money. And I'll give you some land as well. Ooh, it's a lot of land, in fact. In fact, we'll give you... We'll give you that new Welsh... Do we want to give you that new Welsh town? Probably a terrible idea. But that's okay. We'll give you some more land as well. Jeffbeeston East. I wish we didn't have to keep on giving land to people that don't really deserve it, but I want to keep them on side, especially with how many issues we're having with people kind of running away at the moment to different places. There we go. That's all for now. And I want to replace myself as Marshal. And we will give that to Ethelmod, because he's a decent Marshal, although Corlin doesn't really like him. That's okay. Well, as the sun rises on a somewhat fractured looking map, I think we will call it a part there. A little bit shorter today, but just while I get back into the swing of streaming again, and it's quite late, I need to eat as well. But things are going well. We just need to really push now into... If we can take out Wales, that'd be good. And... yeah, we've got a few issues all across the map. If we could deal with Denmark, the Moon Main, that'd be useful as well. But all of that to come soon indeed. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.